It's your boy Trent back with another video. Today, have a very special guest on the channel, Mr. Mason Brooks, offensive lineman here at Ole Miss now. So, Mason, welcome in. Really appreciate you doing this.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate you taking the time.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so first of all, I'm just gonna let you kind of tell your name, where you're from, just share whatever you want to share with the people.
Yeah, I'm Mason Brooks. I'm from Austin, Texas originally, but I'm here via Western Kentucky University, where I spent the last 4 years playing offensive line. I'm really a one-for-one guy, so I got 1 year left, and had a lot of different opportunities come up. Entering the transfer portal, and felt like Ole Miss was the best fit for me, and liked what was getting cooked up here, and wanted to be a part of it. So, made the decision to come here, and haven't looked back, and I haven't had a
Yeah,
complaint yet. So, it's been good.
yeah, I got you. Okay, so you mentioned you're from Austin. I know you played high school there at I think Cedar Park High School. Did you ever win any state championships, playoff wins? What were some of your favorite high school memories?
We did. Okay, so we won my sophomore year. We won state.
Okay.
Um, I was a backup. Texas high school football is no joke. There's
Oh no,
cuts
it's
every
not.
year. They don't play around. You got normal fall camp. We got a lift. We got film. It's like college program, and we were really good. Undefeated. I only lost two high school games, really my whole career, which was nuts. Um,
Yeah,
I was actually about 215 pounds probably my sophomore year when they won state. I was a backup at the end.
yeah.
Didn't see the field. My junior year, got moved to tackle. I played right tackle at or left. No, I played right tackle at 230 pounds. So
Okay,
six
put on
six
some
two
weight
thirty. Yeah, just a little bit.
a little bit.
Um,
So,
so yeah, obviously in Texas, blocking some big dudes. I blocked. We played Manville in the third round of playoffs, and I was blocking. And Oklahoma come in on one side, Indiana come in on the other side, and the backup was in Alabama.
man,
It was just it was a load. Yeah, so lost two big playoff games there my junior and senior year to the same team, but really good high school. Got to play basketball, which I thought
okay.
I was gonna be a hooper. Even my sophomore year, I focused on basketball. Went to a couple of AU tournaments and realized everyone playing post here is 6'9", 6'10". I'm
Man.
not going to have a really long career here at post. Couldn't shoot, so
Oh,
that was a short-lived career there. So ended up going with football. So
yeah.
that's how
Okay.
I ended up here.
Okay, I got you. Okay, so when did you start getting some interest from college football teams? Around like 10th grade, 11th grade, or
Yeah, so I was always a really big kid, but super super skinny, real stretched out. So I definitely had, you catch every recruiter's eye, just being 6'6".
oh yeah,
But
just being tall.
exactly. But how skinny I was, it was kind of weird. I didn't really get a whole lot of interest until going to my senior year, and pretty much the interest I did get was all junior college, FCS schools that were saying, "Look, we're going to take this kid at 240 pounds, and we're going to invest in him and redshirt him and try to build something out of him." And it really wasn't until January that Western Kentucky, had
Okay.
some stuff move around and lost a commitment and needed to fill a gap. And Zach Grant, one of the recruiting guys, found me.
Okay.
A
Yeah.
little 245-pound tackle, and the rest is history. I went up there and put on like 45 pounds my freshman year. Ended up, starting a bunch of games my freshman year, and went from there. So
Okay. So, how many Division I offers do you have?
did I have coming out of high school?
Yeah, coming to high school. Yeah.
Two. Yeah, so I had Liberty, who was a first-year D1 team, and
Okay. Yeah.
they pulled their offer on me, which kind of stunk. And then I had Western Kentucky there at the very end. So just two, man.
Yeah. You didn't
There
really
was
have
not
a
a lot
ton
of
of
hype,
options to choose from. So,
not a lot of hype around my name there in high school. So
yeah, I
definitely
got you.
slim pickings.
Okay, I got you. Okay, so now, what was some of your favorite memories there at Western Kentucky?
Dang. I I think my first game I got to play it as a freshman. Um, the whole line was all seniors and juniors, and me. I was like 275 pounds, and we played Ball State in Muncie, Indiana, and it was like 28 degrees. And I'm from
Ooh, it's
Texas,
cold.
and I never played cold like that.
Yeah, you're not used
Uh,
to that. So,
Heck no. And so that was an
um,
experience and a half there. I actually really enjoyed. I like the rivalries up there. I didn't. I don't really have a lot of. Didn't have a lot of stock in Kentucky going into there. Didn't really think I was going to get that invested. Ended up having a deep-seated hatred for Louisville, which is super random. And then, obviously, there's a deep rivalry with Marshall at
okay.
Western Kentucky, which is
Yeah.
just random. But I ended up getting really into that. So being able to beat Marshall my senior year was a really big accomplishment for me, and I hadn't beat him until my senior year. And then, of course, playing with Bailey Zappi, what a unique and cool opportunity that was, especially that bowl game, to be able to be a part of that team that was able to set that record and
Yeah.
really uplift him. I mean, what a cool. I mean, that will stand the test of a while. I mean, with how quarterbacks playing now, I think there's no telling what's going to happen. But it's definitely going to be a hard one to break. So that probably takes the cake for the coolest experience I
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, funny you just mentioned Bailey Zapp because I have a question about him. Now, I was watching the NFL Combine last week, and to be honest with you, never heard of him before. But I will say I was pretty impressed with what I saw. But okay, whatever NFL team gets Zapp, what are you expecting? What is it like playing with him as a teammate? How is he as a person? Just what is he known for? I guess like a
had. Oh,
good passer, good runner. Or,
Bailey's definitely a good passer. I think he's
okay,
sneaky with his legs. I think people sell him short there. He can move around the pocket. He's got real good pocket awareness. I feel like he can really feel when he's losing the pocket and when to step up. I think the best thing about Bailey is he's super competitive, and he plays with that competitive emotion, but he never lets the emotion kind of overtake his game. So
okay, yeah,
he's got controlled competitiveness. That's what I would call it. He's always very poised in the line of fire, but he's not laid back. He's up there in the front in the game, talking mess, but it's all controlled. Just a really composed, um, smart kid. He's going to do great. I genuinely believe he's going to do great. I think any team that gets him is going to be lucky to have him. I think they're going to have a real leader, someone who's poised in their pocket. They're gonna be pleasantly surprised. So
yeah, okay, I got you. Yeah, that's a good answer. Okay, so next question I have for you is now I know you played for Coach Helton. Was there any other coaches you played for there at Western Kentucky?
yeah, so my first year I played for Mike Sanford.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Um,
Sanford. Yeah, I think he
yeah,
left right after you got there. I think.
he did. Yeah, so I was.
Okay.
It went 3-9 my first year, and he headed out. He actually went to Minnesota, and now he's in Colorado. He's doing good. That's a
Okay.
good man right
Yeah.
there.
But
And
yeah, what
then
was it like playing for those coaches?
yeah, when you come in, you get recruited by a staff, and then your first year the whole staff leaves.
Yeah.
It's tough. I played for 3, 4 line coaches essentially. So just rotating door there. I think it's good, because you get different. If you look at it in a positive, like what can I get from this coach? What can I get from this coach?
Yeah, you can always learn something different. So
100%. And I think that's the mindset you need to have is just understanding I can learn something different from you, and I might not, love learning from you, but you have something to bring to the table. I think is good. Helton runs a very organized and disciplined program, which I really enjoyed.
okay.
Things are done with excellence. There's not a whole lot of leeway, but at the same time, he was big on kind of earn your respect, earn your keep around there. So definitely, as you proved yourself, more responsibility was allotted to you, and a little bit more just general respect was really
Yeah.
given there. So I liked how the program was run. I think the reason that we were where we were was partially because of the players, and obviously Bailey Zapp and the scheme that Kelly brought in. But the guys are bought in. All the guys are bought in, and I'm seeing that here. As we've kind of gone through spring workouts, and I love it. I wasn't sure what the chemistry would be, and the guys here are all bought in. You got Mingo, you got Altmaier, Dart, all these different guys
Yeah.
that are standing up and speaking. Acker is a freshman. He'll get up there and talk. I mean, when you have guys keeping other guys accountable without the coaches, I think that's when you really start to see success
Oh yeah. You're
from
gonna see it for
teams.
sure.
100%. And so I've been pleased to see the parallels there, coming from a team who's just in a conference championship game. Obviously not at the same level, but still,
Yeah.
a championship nonetheless. And so that's what I've noticed since I've been here.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you've been here at Ole Miss for a couple months now. How did you even find out Ole Miss was interested in you, and why did you decide to come to Ole Miss?
So getting to the portal was crazy for me. I like to tell people that I'm a good player. I respect that I'm a good player. I'm not taking
Yeah.
away from myself. But being a tackle, an offensive tackle with years of experience, you're going to be a commodity in the portal. It just is what it is. So yes, was I a good player? Am I a talented player? Do I believe in myself? Absolutely. But
Yeah.
I was going to get interest no matter what, just because of the nature of offensive line. Getting a receiver is a little bit easier than finding a 6'6", 6'5", 300-pound individual that can
Oh yeah.
move.
There's not
There's
many of them.
just not as many on earth.
Mm-mm.
So
No, it's different.
obviously a lot of interest there. Just some just by default. I don't even know. Some schools might not even watch my film, just seeing that I was my measurables and my conference awards, and just going ahead and offered. So phone was pretty much off the hook. I think I ended up with 30-something offers at the end of the day. And the day after I entered the portal, actually, a horrible tornado ripped through town and actually tore
Okay.
my
Yeah, I know what you're
apartment
talking about. Yeah.
tore my apartment up,
Man.
which was crazy. And some people, were not as fortunate as me, and it was a serious time. And so obviously dealing with that was tough. We were displaced from our apartment. The community came together, which was awesome to see. But, managing that, from a hotel room at the same time, I have a bowl game coming up, and I was managing the portal, was a lot.
Man.
Just a
There's a lot
ton
of stuff
going on,
going
right?
on.
Yeah. So it was difficult for me to kind of parse through the schools. Kiffin actually came up to see me with Coach Thornton.
Okay. Yeah.
A
Offensive line
couple
coach.
days, a couple days, yeah, a couple days after I entered the portal, which really meant a lot to me. We were able to sit down. Recruiting for me this time around was pretty much just I'm looking for this, and this. I want to run this scheme. I want to watch film. I want to talk about how I fit in your offense, and I'm good. There wasn't a lot of gimmicks to it for me.
Yeah.
I was very analytical about it. And so as we kind of reached the point and I started taking visits and narrowing down, I had a checklist, and my dad, who's an accountant, was very helpful for me, with the spreadsheets and analyzing. And at the end of the day, I think Ole Miss checked the most boxes. And I was happy at the same time. And,
Yeah.
I just said, let's go ahead and do it. And so we pulled the trigger. It was a hard one. I think there's a lot of – I think the last 5 schools I narrowed down to, I really felt like I couldn't lose. There's a lot of good options. I just felt like Ole Miss was the right one. So you just got to go and let God work. And
Yes, sir. I
picked
got you.
Ole Miss, and that was it. So
Yeah, I got you. Okay, so I just got to ask you, man. What is it like being with Lane Kiffin? Just how is he as a person, in your opinion?
I like Lane. He's a character. He's definitely one of those people that
Oh yeah,
that you either like or you hate. He's definitely polarizing. I like him. I think you can just kind of see in his eyes just kind of the drive. He's always thinking. You can just always see he's just
yeah,
always
yeah.
brewing something up. So it's honestly a little, I wouldn't say intimidating, but when you have a conversation with him, you really don't know what to expect because you can just see him analyzing you.
I can see that for sure.
Well, 100%. So I try to keep my wits about me and keep on edge, but he loves his team and he wants us to be successful. And I like a head coach that's involved and he's out there, every day. He's not just sitting in his office. He's very involved, and I think he genuinely cares about us. And um, I think that it's going to be fun to play for. And from what I've seen and heard, obviously I played against him when he was at Florida Atlantic.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
so
That's
yeah,
pretty cool.
I watched him. They beat us, and I watched him over there with a big smile. And so I want to be on the other side of that now. So I'm excited to play for Lane. I like Lane.
Oh
So.
yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, so next question I have for you is this is pretty much just a question just to kind of for fans just to get you to know you better. Uh, what is a couple things you're really known for? Bit of sweetness, just kind of stuff like that. So how would you
Uh,
describe your game?
my game. I put a lot of emotion. You'll probably see me with my face painted. That's a big part of my game.
Yeah,
Um,
I've seen some pictures.
I
You
like
got eye
to
black everywhere,
I
all over
like
the
to get
face. Hey,
get
I
all
like it. I like it. So,
get all up in there. It activates kind of that dog in me. Um, I think my ancestors. My grandma always says my ancestors were Vikings, and so I
yeah.
think I kind of play to that warrior nature. But no, I'm very emotionally charged in the games. Not where I'm out of control, but I give it everything I got every play. You're going to see it. I'm very vocal with my teammates. I want everyone to be successful. I want everyone to push to be their best. Um, I give everything I got for my team every time. Um, I think that that'll be reflected in my game. I like the scheme here. I feel comfortable in pass protection. I feel comfortable in the run. I like the road grade. I like the finesse aspect of it. So being able to do both here in a more well-rounded offense is exciting for me. So I think fans should get ready to see someone who wants to lead, wants to help his team win, and is not going to be quiet about it. They're going to be up yelling and leading by example and getting after it. So
Yeah, I got you. Okay, so next question I have for you is now I know last year we had Nick Broker at left tackle, Jeremy James at right tackle. Has Kiffin told you the plans? Is he putting Broker back at guard and you at left tackle, or
so we
you
kind of just been
kind of know what to
working.
expect?
I think a lot more of that will get hashed out. After spring break as we go into spring ball.
Yeah.
We've kind of been just rotating around as a unit, trying different spots and seeing where
Okay.
everyone fits. I'll probably be at left or right tackle, just because that's my frame and what I've played. I can play inside if we need to. I think it's just going to kind of be a spring thing where we see where we all mesh best. But I had no problem playing left or right. I think Broker and James have both played inside, if need be, for one of them to bump inside. So I think it's really will probably be more finalized um, going into spring. I have been taking majority reps at right tackle,
Okay.
that's been mainly where I've been at. But we'll see kind of going into spring what they set out for the lineup. So pretty early, I would say.
Yeah. Yeah, I got you. Okay, so now a couple of just little funny questions for you. Who is the funniest player on the team?
Funniest player on the team. He's not on the team anymore, but he was on the team. That would be Carter Colquitt, I would say.
Okay.
The
Yeah, I knew you were
the
talking about.
Eagle, they call him. He's hanging around. He's he's a pretty hilarious guy. Just funny, goofy guy. I would say. Who else is pretty funny? I don't know. There's a lot of funny guys. I think Road Dog, Rody.
Okay. Yeah.
Rody and Eric Cade, they're pretty funny in meetings. Just goofy guys.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the whole line unit just has real good chemistry. I like being part of a funny room, a room that has good humor. I think
Oh yeah.
the guys
Yeah.
in there are funny, and that helps the group kind of mesh better. So I would say, I think the O linemen are the funniest guys in the field. I'll die on that rock. A lot of people like to say the defense or whatever. It's always going to be the O linemen. We're the big guys. We got we got to make it for it somehow. And so I think we're funny. So
Yeah,
that's what I'm going with there. So definitely us, I would say.
yeah, I got you. Okay, so now, if you had a daughter, what teammate would you not let date your daughter?
What teammate would I not let date my daughter?
Yeah, someone you
Hmm,
just don't trust.
that's a good question. I would probably say Germ. Not because I don't trust Germ. I think Germ would treat my daughter amazingly. I just think Germ's a little too lackadaisical in the dating field for my daughter. I think he would just like to kick back and chill, and I would want Germ to, take my daughter out and to a fancy dinner, and perhaps Jeremy would prefer to just hang out. So I maybe Germ or maybe Aiton, just because I think if Aiton was like, hey, we're going to be back at 10 instead of 6. I don't know if I could fight Aiton. I think I would just say, all right, go ahead. So he's kind of got the scary muscles on him. So maybe Aiton, those would probably be my top two ones I'm scared of there. So,
Okay,
but
okay, I got
yeah,
you.
that's what I'm going with. We'll see. As I grow up, maybe somebody else will jump that list. So
Okay, I got you. Um, okay, so next question I have for you is true or false? Ole Miss has the most beautiful girls in the country.
ooh, you gave me trouble this one. I'm gonna say, objectively speaking, the women here are extremely beautiful. Yes, I think
Oh yes,
the square has a lot to offer on the weekends. Respectfully speaking, we
yeah,
respect women around here, but yes, the scenery here is not bad, and the reputation that Ole Miss has is well well supported from what I've seen. So
yeah.
they're
Oh yeah.
very attractive Southern belles down here for
Oh,
sure.
there's a bunch of them. A bunch of them for
Absolutely.
sure. Let's see here. Okay, so let's see. Final question I have for you. If you could be in a movie, what movie would you be in, and what character would you play?
Star Wars. In the story. I love Star Wars. Big geek. I would definitely be some sort of Jedi, hanging out with Yoda and Obi-Wan, little Luke Skywalker action. Yeah, love me Star Wars. Been a Star Wars fan since I was a kid. Love Legos. Still buy Lego Star Wars. I'm shameless about that. I will buy Lego sets till I'm in my 40s. I do not care. Diehard Star Wars fan. So definitely someone with a lightsaber out there in the Star Wars galaxy for me.
Okay, okay. Yes, good answer. I think that is all the questions I have for you. So, hey, really do appreciate you doing this, and best luck on the season, bud.
No problem. Thanks for having me, man. It's been great.
Yeah,
You've been a
yeah.
great host.